First impressions really matter, especially on the internet. Because unlike in person, if someone doesn't vibe or connect with your online presence, they can just walk away or scroll to the next creator. So when people visit your profile, you need to make sure that you increase the chances that they stick around to check you out. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how to set up your YouTube channel to increase the likelihood that someone will not only click on your videos, but actually stick around and subscribe. So let's not waste any time and let's dive right into the computer. All right, so the very first thing that we're gonna do here is hop into the YouTube studio and we're gonna go down to customization. And then we're gonna click on the branding tab up at the top and we're gonna change our profile picture. It is so important that you have not only a profile picture on your YouTube channel, but something that is clear, it's large, it's visible, it clearly shows who you are, so that if people saw you on other platforms, or if they know you in person, or maybe they've seen some local advertising from you, and they come across your YouTube channel, your face is very recognizable. So I recommend making sure that it's very zoomed in, cropped in, it only shows your face, and it's a very professional looking photo. The next thing you'll be able to change here is your banner image. Now I'm just going to show you a quick example of what mine looks like. So this is my banner on my YouTube channel. It's very plain and simple, but it's straight to the point. So it has my name, it has a quick short sentence of what I do and what I help people with, and then it has my website where you can go to find out more information. It also has a very clear picture of me on there, and then it has a call to action to message me on Instagram if someone wants to connect with me or find out more information. Now, you'll notice something interesting here, that I have a QR code with a arrow telling people to message me on Instagram. So the thing with the banner is it shows up differently on the 3 places people watch YouTube. People can watch YouTube on their TV, on their phone, and on their computer. And the aspect ratio, or what shows on your banner, will change depending on the device that people are watching. On the computer, it'll show this full banner, but if people are on their phone, it basically cuts off right on the side here of my image and kind of the lighter part of the image over here. Since this is on the computer and it shows this left side with the QR code, when people are watching YouTube on their computer, they have access to their phone, which means they can simply open up their camera app, scan the QR code, and it'll take them to my Instagram. So that's a quick little hack you can add on your banner there. But just a quick note on your banner, just keep it simple. Don't add all these fancy things and images and graphics and emojis and all this stuff, unless maybe that's kind of like the vibe of your channel. But like, if you're just a business professional, like, keep it short, simple, effective. Tell people who you are, what you do, where you're located, have a good picture of you. It can be different than your profile picture, and just give people a little taste of what they can expect from watching your content on your channel. The next thing you can change if you hop over to basic info is your name. So this is going to be your channel name that shows up to tell people what your channel is about. For example, I'm probably going to use a real estate agent for most of these examples because that's a lot of my clients. So if I was a real estate agent in, let's say, Bend, Oregon, where I live, I would say Connor Newell, and I would say maybe like Bend, Oregon real estate, right? Something like that. Another common one that a lot of people do is like living in Bend, Oregon, because if people are searching for that, like what's it like living in Bend, Oregon, having your channel name be that, what people are searching for, it'll actually pop up pretty high in the search results. So something like that, living in Bend, Oregon, or, you know, Bend, Oregon real estate tips, Bend, Oregon State real estate investing, something like that. I just have my name because I am just a simple content creator with nothing special about me. But the next one is going to be your handle. This is going to be basically the unique identifier of your channel and the URL that people can search for. This could probably just be your name, just to make it super easy for people to find you. All right, next up is going to be your channel description. So this is what's going to show up kind of in that top area of your channel when people come to your profile. So it'll be this little section right here, and people can click more to read your description and see your links and everything like that. And we'll get to how to add all that in a minute. But First off, your channel description. Now you'll notice one thing here, only the first line of your description will show up on your profile. Now, if you want people to actually learn about your channel and what you do and actually click the links that are inside that description, you need people to click that more button to read a little bit more about you. So I recommend having some sort of question or prompt as that first line in your description to get people to read that and make them want to open it up to read more about you. But basically your description is just going to be a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you can help people. A big mistake I see a lot of creators make in their description is they make it all about them, right? This is who I am, this is what I've done, me. And you need to focus a little bit on that, right? Like, what do you do? But also more like, what can people expect from watching your videos? I would recommend breaking up into basically 4 sections. And number 1 being just a quick blurb about who you are and what you do. You know, you're a real estate agent in this city. Credibility and how you help people. So like your goal through this content, what you're trying to help people achieve, and then a little bit of credibility as far as like what you have helped people with, you know, maybe how much volume you've done or how many families you've helped, something like that. And then the third one being a call to action to actually work with you. And then the 4th with your actual contact info, name, phone number, email address, other socials, stuff like that. All right, now the next thing that you can change is your custom URL. So this is something, if you're a brand new channel, you'll probably have the opportunity to create a new URL, and this will probably pop up once you create your channel name or your unique handle like we did above. This is, again, probably gonna be the same as your handle. It's probably just gonna be your name, make it super easy for people to find. It'll be very similar to Instagram where it has that @ sign in front of it and then your name. So make sure you update that. Now the next section is links. So these are all links that you can push people to kind of find more information about what you do, your listings, your services, your offers, or what I really recommend and teach all of my students inside my community is giving away free lead magnets. Now, lead magnets, if you don't know what they are, is just basically a free resource where people can put in their name, phone number, and email to get a download of that resource that they can go use and implement and get value from. This is just a really great way to get leads online, but from YouTube specifically. You can see I have a bunch of links down here. You know, I have a link to a free training for my coaching program, a link to my one-on-one coaching, $40 mini course, and then I have all my free lead magnets. So I have content creator kit, which is basically just all the equipment I use to film these videos. I have that inside of a PDF, a podcasting pro kit. So depending on kind of like your budget, I broke down 3 different tiers of podcasting equipment that could be helpful if you're looking to start a podcast, video scripts for realtors, and an iPhone gear list, stuff I use with my iPhone to create content, and then just a link to my Instagram. Add whatever links you want inside of here, and those will also show up in your description underneath the links section. Now, if you're not a real estate agent, you might want to skip this short section of the video, but if you are, I'm just going to share a few video strategies that I see very effective for other real estate agents on YouTube specifically, and give you some ideas of what type of content you could actually create for your YouTube channel. So I recommend to pretty much all of my students to create 3 different types of videos for your YouTube channel as a real estate agent. One of those is property tour videos. The other is neighborhood tours or local highlights. And then the third one is news or market updates. So maybe 2 property tours, 1 neighborhood tour, and 1 market update per month. It gives you 1 video every single week, and it kind of gives you a good cadence of content for your audience to consume, and it kind of breaks things up pretty nicely, but it also gives you somewhat easy content to create consistently. And these neighborhood tours or local spotlights can be anything that really anyone would be researching about your area just to find out more information, whether they're visiting or they're looking to move there. These are the questions you want to answer for people when they're visiting or looking into your area. You know, what are the best schools in the area, best neighborhoods? If we have dogs, like where's kind of the best spot in the city to have dogs, close to dog parks and stuff like that? Or maybe we really like hiking and being outdoors, like where can we find some of that information? Like these are all things that you should be the local expert on and be the answer to the questions that people are looking for in your city. If you want to talk more about that, all my information is in the description below. I'd be happy to hop on a call. But that's kind of how I would break things up if I were a real estate agent looking to grow on YouTube. Now, the next section here is going to be your pinned video or your channel trailer. So you can actually have 2 trailers on YouTube, which is kind of cool. You can have a trailer for people who have not subscribed to you yet. So people who just found your channel and are visiting you for the first time, you can have a specific video that plays for them. But then you can also have a video that plays for returning subscribers who maybe haven't seen that piece of content yet. The channel trailer that I recommend for every business owner, whether you're a real estate agent or a chiropractor or a physical therapist, to have on their channel is a quick video that just explains who you are, what your background is, a little bit about you, who you help, how you can help this person who's watching your channel. Like, hey, here's how I intend to help you, and then a call to action to work with you. This could be a quick 2 to 5 minute video. And if that resonates with them, if like you're speaking to your ideal audience and that person is in that boat, then they're gonna watch this video and be like, this is exactly what I need. Like, I need help with all these things. I'm gonna watch some more of this person's content and probably subscribe. So having a video that really calls that out is also super important. Now, the next section is gonna be playlists. And this is kind of where you can divide your content into different sections or themes. So again, if you're a real estate agent, different themes of your content might be property tours, but then you might have neighborhood tours where you focus on specific neighborhoods of your city, content all about moving to your area, like things to consider, what to look for, what new neighborhoods are popping up, new construction, things like that. You could have a playlist called Moving to Your City. You could have another playlist for news and market updates. So all of your news market updates can go inside of one playlist so that people can kind of get to know the market, understand what's happening in your city. You could have another playlist if you do a podcast. You could have all your podcasts inside one playlist. Vlogs, if you do a daily vlog or weekly vlog, something like that, you could put that inside of a playlist. Or another one, you could do like what's new in your city. So like new things popping up, new restaurants, shopping, neighborhoods, schools, parks, everything like that. You could put that inside of a playlist for people to watch. All right, so now that we kind of got our playlists and our channel trailers dialed in, let's move on and let's go into some of the more technical settings that you can set up for your channel, which is actually going to be down in this settings tab. So we're going to click into settings. General, it's probably going to be just your USD. It's pretty normal. And then if you go down to channel, this is where you can add your channel tags or your keywords. Now, these are going to be really important because when people are searching for certain topics, you want to make sure that your content, your channel is relevant and tying into what those people are searching for. So if I was a real estate agent in Bend, Oregon, some things that I might have are like Bend, Oregon real estate, luxury homes, Central Oregon real estate, home buying tips, real estate market, Bend, Oregon, stuff like that. Just things that pertain to the real estate industry as well as my local market. These would all be channel tags that I want to include to make sure that my content and my channel is ranking for the things that people are actually searching for. And a tool that I actually really like to use to come up with all these keywords, a ton of SEO tips, and it actually uses AI to help you optimize your channel as well. It's called vidIQ. It's a super powerful tool. I have an affiliate link down in the description below. I'm not sure if it gives you like a free trial or not, but highly recommend it. I use it for everything on my channel, and it gives you a ton of great ideas, and it will also help you optimize your channel for exactly what industry you're in. Now, after basic info and you fill out all of your keywords, you can pop over to advanced settings. Now, a couple key things that you want to make sure are checked or unchecked here. You want to make sure your channel most likely is not set to safe for kids. This sounds kind of counterintuitive, but if you mark your channel as, yes, this content is safe for kids or made for kids, it's going to categorize you as a kids channel, which means it's only going to show up to people who either are like 12 or under, or who have kids safety parameters on their channel or whatever. But basically, if you're a business owner or a content creator of any kind, you want to make sure this is not on, because it's going to severely limit who your content is reaching and how many people it's reaching. Your Google Ads account, this is something that you can set up once you get monetized, and it's going to be how you get paid through YouTube, or it's going to be how you run ads through YouTube if you're running ads, so you can get that set up. Automatic captions, I have don't show potentially inappropriate words unchecked. I really don't swear in my videos, so it's not really a big deal, but you can uncheck that or check that. Advertisements, I have unchecked disable interest-based ads. This is actually kind of important, but it's also kind of confusing because it basically just will not show only specific ads to specific users on your content. I recommend having this unchecked. That just makes the most sense to me. Clips, you can check this. This just allows people to clip and make short clips from your content. It just allows your content to get out there to more people, honestly. And then we can move on to upload defaults. So if you want a default title for all your videos, which you probably won't, you can put that in here, but you probably do want a default description so that you don't have to rewrite every single time you upload a new video, the same exact description, how to get in contact with you, everything like that. So I would write out a general channel description, and I actually have a template for real estate and mortgage lenders in the description below. You can click and get access to that. I would recommend writing a general description for all your videos. You can always add specifics to that video afterwards, but just things of like if you have a free training, and then you can drop the links to your other social medias, as well as like call to actions to work with you. However you want people to reach out to connect with you, you can make sure you have that in the description of all your videos, and then people actually have a way to contact you after they watch your content. And then the next section below that is going to be your video tags. So these are just standard tags that can get uploaded with every single video. So there probably are a few, especially if you're a real estate agent, that would be specific to you, like Bend, Oregon real estate, buying a home in Bend, Oregon, moving to Bend, Oregon, real estate market update, stuff like that you could have on every video. That would totally make sense. And you can just have those here so you don't have to add them every single time that you upload a new video. Then if you go into the advanced settings from here, you could check allow automatic chapters and key moments. This can be helpful for people who want to kind of skip through videos. You'll see an example in this video how there's different sections you can skip through. So you could check that on. For license, I would just do a standard YouTube license, and then category. Most likely it's just going to be people and blogs. I wish they had more options here. It's kind of weird that they don't have like health and fitness or business or stuff like that. Typically just people and blogs is kind of the most general and easiest one. And then make sure you have comments set to on so that people can actually comment on your videos. That is super important to help get it out to more people. And then that's about it for this section. And the next piece that I want to talk about is actually thumbnails. So we all hear that, you know, you can put thumbnails on your YouTube videos and they're super important, but what actually makes a good thumbnail? I have a whole video of this on my YouTube channel. You can click up here and watch that. I'll put it in the description below too if you want to. But a few things that help your thumbnail stand out to people. I always say simple is better when it comes to your thumbnail. You want your thumbnail not to be too busy. You want someone to be able to look at your thumbnail and understand exactly what kind of video that they're going to be watching, but also make a thumbnail that intrigues people to want to click and watch your video. So when it comes to specifics here, I always recommend using about 2 to 4 words on your thumbnails and no more. Make sure the text is super legible and it actually stands out on the background. So if you have like a blue background behind you, like a blue sky, don't also put like a blue font or something like that. Or even if it's like a bluish white, don't use a white font, but maybe use like a yellow font that might stand out more on a blue background. And also make sure that you use a bold font that is easy to read, right? Like you don't want something that's super fine and skinny and detailed and makes it really hard for people to read. You want something that actually stands out, it pops, like people could just barely glance at it and read it immediately. They know exactly what it says. So those are my notes on thumbnails. Like I said, I have a whole video on that. Go check it out below. But another resource I like to use to optimize my thumbnails is that vidIQ software that I mentioned before. This allows you to A/B test different thumbnails and pick a winner to which one got the best click-through rate. So you can use this software for that as well. So I do definitely recommend vidIQ for optimizing your thumbnails on your channel. Then the next thing I want to talk about is SEO optimization. Now, we probably have heard about SEO on YouTube and how it's, you know, very search friendly and is a search-based platform. So it's really important that we optimize our SEO with both our channel and the content we're creating, so it actually shows up when people are searching for those topics. One of the most valuable ways to do this is by creating very SEO friendly titles. Your title is going to be the #1 factor for your video showing up in the search results for topics that people are searching for. So if people are searching for what's the best neighborhood in Bend, Oregon, if you have a video titled what's the best neighborhood in Bend, Oregon, that will play the biggest factor in your video ranking higher, rather than, you know, your thumbnail, your tags, your channel name. Having that video title that matches what people are searching for is going to be the biggest factor in your video showing up highest in the search results. And the thing is too, when it comes to your titles and your thumbnails, you want them to be able to play off of each other, but you don't want them to be just like a copy and paste of the other. So if you title your video top 5 neighborhoods in Bend, Oregon, you don't want your thumbnail to also say top 5 neighborhoods in Bend, Oregon, because it's just redundant. You want something that's a little different and actually causes people to kind of think and be curious and want to click to learn more about that video. So maybe the title is top 5 neighborhoods in Bend, Oregon, but then the thumbnail is like best places to live in Bend. Maybe it would be just like which is best with a question mark, gets people to kind of think a little bit. But that's just something to think about when you're creating your thumbnails and your titles. Make sure that they're not just exact copies of each other, but can actually kind of play off each other a little bit. Now, the next thing that's going to help your channel grow faster and get more views on your content is having a engagement strategy. So this goes into what you're actually saying in the video, what you have in your description, and then also being able to prompt and respond to comments on your videos. So I probably haven't done a great job in this video, but asking people throughout the video, you know, like, what do you think of this neighborhood? You know, have you ever thought of moving to this city? You know, drop your comments below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Stuff like that will really help spark engagement and get people to comment on our video, which will help you rank even higher and get it out to more people. Another thing you can do, which is something I've mentioned throughout this video, is giving plenty of resources and opportunities for people to go into the description below that like button and click on the free resources to download from you. So these can be opportunities if you're a real estate agent, like a free first-time home buyer guide, a relocation guide, maybe like an adventure guide to your city, things when people are visiting or moving here, what they can go see and explore and kind of learn about your city. All those are great things, great PDFs that you can create and give away in the description box of your videos so that people can give you their name, phone number, and email, and then they can get this free resource to go enjoy, and then you can continue to market to those prospects. And then, like I mentioned in the comment section, something I like to do is I download the YouTube Studio app on my phone, and that gives me full access to my YouTube channel. And then there's a category in there where you can actually go to comments you have not responded to yet. Once or twice a week, I'll just hop in there and I'll just respond to all the comments that I haven't got to yet. And it's just a good way to kind of stay on top of those things and kind of spark new comments from people or get responses from those initial comments as well. Then the next thing I want to show you is on the computer here, which is your analytics. So if we dive into the analytics, I'm going to point out a couple key things to look for in your content. And I'm going to look at specific videos here. So if I go to this video, for example, this is my best performing video on my channel by far. Currently over 200,000 views, 8.8 thousand hours of watch time, and I've gained 2,300 subscribers from this video alone. So you would think I'd probably go and start making more of this type of content, but I've kind of shifted my strategy a little bit to speak more to business owners. But you'll notice something you want to look at here if your video isn't performing really well is really going to be two things. It's going to be the title of your video and your thumbnail, and those basically result in your click-through rate. So your impressions click-through rate, I would say anything north of 4% is pretty good. Anything north of 6 or 7% is fantastic, and that should be the goal. So you'll see at 5.6 here, that's pretty good. And you'll notice two places that this got the most traffic from. Number one was the browse feature, which is traffic from the homepage or home screen from people. So it's going to be like, basically it was a recommended video based off other content people are watching. So I was able to tap into that audience and algorithm a little bit. And then the next section was the YouTube search, which is literally just people searching for the video topic that I made. So this being 35% of how viewers found this video, it shows the importance of creating video topics and titles that people are actually searching for. You have a great opportunity here by being a business owner of understanding what questions your clients are asking you on a daily basis. And if they're asking those questions, chances are a large audience out there is asking those same questions. Just taking those questions you're getting on a daily or weekly basis and creating those into YouTube topics and video titles is going to be how you're going to get really, really good search results on your content. The other thing that you can look at when it comes to your video's performance, which is something you can't really change after you upload, but it's going to be your average view duration or your audience retention. You'll see in this, my average view duration is 2 minutes and 38 seconds, which is not too bad. Like, it's okay, but it's not great by any means. And then the average percentage viewed is 19.4%, which again, it's decent. But the thing that crushed it for this video was like, it was a topic that so many people were searching for and looking for, and the title and thumbnail were on point. So it just reached so many people. I'm actually kind of surprised the view duration and percentage viewed isn't higher, because I've got over 600 leads from this one video. But something you can look at is you want your retention at basically the 60-second mark to be right around 50%. So 1 minute in, you still want half of your audience watching, and you'll see I'm not quite there at 42%. But that's something like, if you have a huge drop off in the beginning and then it really tapers down from there and it gets pretty bad, that's something that you want to improve in future videos. Is, you know, okay, how do I retain the audience? How can I keep it interesting? How can I keep them engaged? That's another metric that you want to look at with your content inside your analytics tab. Now, the very last piece that I want to talk about is something that most people don't think about when it comes to YouTube. When most people wrap up their YouTube videos, they say, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more content. See you later. That's actually one of the worst ways you could end your video, because you're basically telling people, I have no more for you, go watch somebody else. And what you want to do is you want to retain these people inside your ecosystem, even if only 5 or 10% are still watching by the end. And if you want to say, hey, if you enjoy this video and you want to see more content like this, I actually just did a video comparing these two neighborhoods I think you might really enjoy. You can just click right here and watch that. And you do this by going into your video details when you upload the video, and you create this end screen. And this end screen will allow you to add other videos on the screen that people can click to watch. This is a great way to retain your audience and get them to continue watching your content. And the thing is, when people watch 2 or 3 or 4 of your videos, the next time they come onto YouTube, on their home screen, one of your videos is going to be on their home screen ready for them to watch. So rather than just signing off and saying peace, see you later, don't have anything else for you, actually getting people to click, watch your other content, and stay on your channel is super helpful for retaining your audience. So I know that was a lot. That was way longer than I even intended this video to be, but hopefully it was super helpful. And again, if you want to learn more about how to grow on YouTube or how to create better content for social media, you can click either one of these 2 videos right here, or feel free to watch some of my other content on my channel. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next one.